I'm Jane Binion. I'm one of the founders and one of the directors of the Growing Club, a social enterprise, and we're based at the Women in Enterprise Hub in Lancaster. The Growing Club came about. I was a small business owner myself and a single mom, and I was really frustrated by the lack of support for women running small businesses. And we wanted to look at addressing that gap. So in 2016, we ran a pilot with 10 women running small businesses. We worked with them for a year to see what they needed. We took them through a program, and we were even amazed at the growth at the result. We then got some initial funding, and now a large part of our focus is SDG 8.3, Sustainable Development Goal 8.3, which is about decent work and developing small enterprise. At that point, we started working with CIMRA at Lancaster University.
Of course, like any business, even a social innovation faces challenges along the way. And the main issue that is being faced is finding sustainable funding over a long period of time. And constantly applying for funding and looking for bits and pieces and different pots of money leads our innovation actors into feeling very tired and at times even burn out. And at the same time, when you're constantly applying for funding, this is limiting your ability to be able to go out and network even further. And that, combined with lack of policy support specifically for women from socially disadvantaged backgrounds, training them, getting them into entrepreneurship, is also probably one of the biggest challenges that is being faced.
In terms of learning, certainly for me, probably the biggest thing I learned, that real light bulb moment, was that policy is not neutral. Is that policy is created by the people that are sitting around the table, and the women we work with do not get their voices heard there. The other thing that we learned is that women in the UK still want a safe space, a female-only space where they can feel safe, where they can learn, where they can be real and get support from their peers.
So some of the best highlights that we've experienced during observing our social innovation is seeing how the women have come together and how they're truly thriving, how they are growing in confidence and continue to support each other as groups graduate over the years. The social innovation started off with 10 women, and currently over 200 women have graduated. The other thing as well is that the Growing Club has grown organically. It started off with some simple values, and the women have worked together and have been committed to those values throughout the process, and that has helped it to grow and survive for over 3 years.
Working with Jane, one of the key things that's really struck us is her resilience and the fact that no matter what faces her, she's so willing to get up and take it on and to fight for the Growing Club and move things forward. And also things like the recording of data and finances and keeping things on track. And that's been so important for the Growing Club and its ability to move forward. And what these things mean, that if anything does come up in terms of financing, she's in a position where she can move very quickly. And also the key sort of message from Jane is around coming back to your original value base. And even when it was at ground level and building that value base, that was critical to her. It was keeping back to the core of what she was actually doing.
If we look at what we've learned and what we would recommend to other people setting up something similar, the key thing is that I have really learned that women do want a safe place to learn. It's really important for them. They've been really clear about it, that they want a space where they can meet as women and learn from each other, and that really accelerates their growth. In terms of my recommendations for anyone else doing something similar, number one, get really good support. It's hard work, it's exhausting, it's emotional. You need good support around you. And number two, measure and record. From day one, look at what you're measuring, gather that data and keep it together so that you have it when there's opportunities for funding, when you're talking to people about policy, you have all that data there at hand.